Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. I used the Carli Bybel original palette. I'm super late on this bandwagon. I've had this palette since it came out, which I don't know how long ago that was. I think it's been a year now. Yeah, I think it's been a year because she already came out with another palette. But I thought I would use this palette on camera and I hope you guys like it. If you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Let's just get started. I don't really exactly know what I'm doing today. All I know is I want it to be like a glam, like date night type of look. That's what we're gonna do today. And if you're wondering, I am wearing a shirt. Yeah, it's like a tube top type of thing. Anyways, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna prime my face. I've already started with my brows filled, as you can tell. This is the Porefessional. This is like the mini travel size. What this is gonna do is just fill in any pores. So I'm gonna stick it like right here in the center, and I'm rubbing it at first, and then I'm just pressing it in. Alright, so now that I'm done priming, I'm gonna move on to foundation. For foundation today, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. I'm using this one today because it's kind of lightweight, but it's HD, so it looks great in pictures. I think this is a really good foundation, and I'm using two different shades because this one's too light and this one's obviously way too dark. To blend that in today, I'm using my Real Technique sponge. And please ignore all my breakouts. I've been breaking out really bad. I don't know why, but what can you do? Next up, we're gonna just go straight into the eyes. I've already kind of primed. I put on some MAC Studio Fix foundation on my eyelids just to cover up any discoloration. And for eyeshadow today, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. I haven't really used this palette, like for real used it on a look. So I'm gonna go for it today and we'll see what I come up with. So first thing I'm gonna do is go in with this shade right here. I'm taking a Morphe M441, M441 brush. I'm just lightly going into that shade. I'm just going to start building that into the crease. I have yet to get my hands on the new Carli Bybel palette, and I really want to because they have new shades, and I feel like those shades would go better with my skin tone. So to blend this color, I'm like slightly touching my eyelid. I'm barely touching it. Alright, moving on to the next shade. I'm taking this one right next to it. It's kind of like a mauve shade, I guess you would say. And I'm taking it on this Sigma E45. It's like a pointed, tapered blending. That's what it's called. And I'm just going to take some of that color. Oh my gosh, it's really pigmented. So I'm going to take some of that. And I'm just going to go on my outer V, which is just this outer kind of part of the eye. And I'm going back to my M441. I think I'm pretty late on this bandwagon. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos like me, you know that this palette came out so long ago. I'm always so late on everything. Now to make this look a little bit more smoky, I'm taking the next shade. It's more of a burgundy shade, so I'm taking that one on the same pointed brush. I also wanted to mention really quick that I didn't realize this palette was no longer available, so if you have it, then great. If not, just use similar colors and you should be fine. So I just keep going back and forth with these shadows, like with this brush, with my next brush. I'm also going to pick up a little bit of the first shadow we used. I'm gonna move on to cutting my crease. So I'm gonna be cutting my crease with this flat brush. It's an Morphe M224. And I'm gonna take my time with this because it's really hard for me to cut my crease sometimes. Alright, so at this point I need to get like super close to the mirror because if not, ooh, I will mess up so bad. I'm blending the edges with my finger, but it's not going to be perfect right now. I'm just going to take another flat brush. This is the Morphe, just a Morphe flat brush. It doesn't have a number. And I'm taking this pink highlight shade and I'm using that to set the lid. I'm taking the pointed blender and I'm just going to blend. To help blend the darker shade with the light pink shade, I'm going to use the NYX highlight color. And I'm just going to put that right here. Alright, to intensify the highlight shade that I put there, I'm going to use this shade, but I'm going to wet my brush. Once I placed the color down, I started blending it out, and then I moved on to the next eye and I did the same exact steps. I'm concealing here first, and then I'm going to place the same shimmer color down, and then I'm going to blend it out, and I'm just going to keep going back and forth. I'm taking my time with this because my eye shape is pretty difficult, so if you have the same feelings, just take your time and don't get discouraged. Alright, that's enough for the shadow today. I'm going to take the tiniest bit of Schwing liquid black liner. I'm just going to put that on my lash line because I am wearing falsies today. This liner is so good. I'm just doing a simple wing today. If you guys want to know how to do wing liner, I could definitely do a video on that. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm going to put on mascara, and for mascara today I'm using Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. These lashes are the Koko Lashes Venus. This is, I think, a new style. These are the lashes I'm wearing today. Alright, so lashes are on. They're still kind of drying, so if they look a little weird, that's why. I'm going to go in with concealer now. So for concealer, I'm using the NYX... why did I just forget that? I'm using the NYX HD Studio Concealer in the color CW4. And I'm also using the Infallible Pro Glow. In my last video I said it was the Dewy Concealer. It's the Pro Glow Concealer. So I'm going to do one eye at a time. I'm starting with the NYX Concealer. I'm going to use that to clean up my liner too. I'm going to take the Pro Glow just a little bit. You just gotta cover up the dark circles. Alright, so for the center of my face, I'm using another concealer. I know, don't hate me, I use a lot of concealer. But you don't have to use 3 different concealers really. I just have these 3, so I'm using them. So I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is like my lightest concealer. It's in Light Sand. So I'm just taking that and putting it in the center of my face. But this is just going to bring a little more dimension to the face. We're going to set the under eye. I like to set before I bake. I do bake my under eyes. Set it, I'm using the NYX finishing powder. It's in the banana shade. I have this little trial size. It's cute. And I'm just taking it on a e.l.f. blush brush. Look at how perfect it fits in there. And I'm just going to set my under eyes. While I'm at it, I'm just going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix powder. It's really important to set your foundation because you don't want it moving around. Now to bake, which is going to set in all of the makeup, I'm going to use this JCAT Beauty Luxe Pro Powder. It's in the shade Banana. I put mine in a Laura Mercier little travel cup, travel powder pot, yes. I put that in there just because, you know, it's easier to get and it's smaller, so I could take it with me. Take it on these little cheap sponges. I like to use these for powder. I like kind of make them small. And I just bake my under eyes. So all I'm doing is taking like an excess amount of powder and putting it under my eyes. So I'm just going to let that sit on my face for now. So for bronzer today, I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. It's a little like trial size. I got the trial size because I wanted to try it out first. Really good. Like, it's worth the hype. I'm just using this to contour and to bronze. Just to get a little more precise, I'm going to use this contour brush. Now that I bronzed up my skin and contoured a little, I'm going to take the same loose powder. I can't do this when I talk. And I'm just going to bake underneath the contour. This is just going to make it more clean. Alright, so while that's sitting, I'm going to dust away the other powder. And to dust it away, I'm going to use the same little brush that I used to set. And I'm going to go into my MAC powder. Just a little bit. And I'm going to use that to dust it away. For blush today, I'm using the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Berry Amore. Looks like this. I'm going to take it on this Wet n Wild brush. These brushes are really good. Okay, now I'm going to blend in the powder too. Alright, now time for highlighter. Just to kind of keep the look a little more monochromatic, I'm going to go into the same gold shade that we used on the eyes slightly. Alright, so for lips today, I'm using the NYX Lip Liner in Natural. I used to love this lip liner so much. It's a more pinky kind of shade. I'm using this to line my lips and filling it in. I love to do this with lip liner because it just makes them last longer. Alright, so for lipstick today, I'm just going to be topping my lip liner with Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in Adorable. This shade is so beautiful. Okay, we're not done yet. I forgot about the lower lash line. So I'm just going to use the same shades on the top. I'm just mixing them like all together and using that to define my lower lash line. Alright, and I'm also going to put some lower lash mascara. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!